you still think that walking every day is enough to stay healthy after 60, right? Science says this. It's the most common belief in the senior health community, but it's also the reason many people over 60 lose muscle faster without even realizing it. The latest research shows there are exercises for seniors that are better than walking. Just 5 minutes a day, doctor approved, and more effective than a 30-minute walk. Just 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. After 60, the body no longer responds well to repetitive movement like walking. You still burn energy, but you don't activate the muscle groups responsible for balance, fall prevention, strength needed to stand up, climb stairs, and maintain independent daily living. That's why gerontology researchers call these 5 movements longevity exercises, the exercises of long life. These aren't heavy workouts, no gym needed, no equipment required. And the most surprising fact, 91% of adults over 65 can start immediately even if they have knee, hip, or back issues or haven't exercised in a long time. In the next 60 seconds, you'll discover why these 5-minute exercises are better than walking and why doctors approve them as movement medicine after age 60. If you've ever worried about fall prevention, losing strength, or you want to keep your independence for as long as possible, keep watching, because this next part may completely change the way you look at aging well. And now, let's begin. According to research published in Lancet Public Health, Mayo Clinic, and the National Institute on Aging, after age 60, the body enters a state called anabolic resistance, meaning the muscles no longer respond strongly to repetitive movement like walking. Seniors still sweat, the heart still works, but the muscles aren't being activated properly. Science says this. Adults over 60 lose an average of 3% of muscle strength per year if they only walk. 40% of falls occur when standing up from a chair or taking the first step, not while walking. 5-minute, doctor-approved exercises focusing on balance, fall prevention, and independence can reduce mobility decline by 41% after 1 year. What this means is clear. Walking is good, but it's not enough. We need to activate the muscle groups that control balance, reflexes, and deep stability in the body. And the story below may surprise you. Mr. Hiroshi, 72, lives in Osaka. He walked every morning, almost 3 kilometers, for more than 20 years. But one day, he noticed something strange. Standing up from a chair became harder. He needed to hold the railing to climb stairs, and sometimes he lost balance stepping off a curb. His doctor said his heart was strong, his lungs were healthy, but his deep stabilizing muscles had fallen asleep. A geriatric specialist taught him a 5-minute exercises for seniors routine focused on balance and fall prevention rather than distance walked. After 3 weeks, Hiroshi felt steadier, no more leaning over to put on shoes. After 2 months, he stopped fearing falls when stepping down a doorway. He said, "I didn't become young again. I just took back control of my body. That is freedom." So where is the secret? Just like Mr. Hiroshi discovered, real strength comes from simple movements done in the right place at the right time, at home, in just 5 minutes a day. Below are 5 doctor-approved, better-than-walking exercises, only 5 minutes, science-based, designed specifically for senior health to improve balance, activate deep stabilizing muscles, and support fall prevention after age 60. Medal number 1. Wall push-up and hold. Push against the wall plus isometric hold. Why it's better than walking? Walking doesn't activate enough of the upper body, especially the shoulders, chest, and core, the key muscle groups that control protective reactions when you trip or stumble. Science says this: The hold phase increases neuromuscular activation, helping the brain react faster when you lose balance. How to do it? Only 5 minutes. Stand an arm's length from the wall. Place both hands at chest height, shoulder width apart. Lean your body toward the wall for 2 seconds. Hold 4 seconds at the lowest point. Push back slowly for 2 seconds. Repeat 6 to 10 times. Mistake to avoid. Don't lift the arms too high. Keep wrists at chest level to protect the shoulders. Reward. Better independence when bracing yourself. Reduced fall risk in bathrooms and kitchens. Medal number 2. Seated leg lift. Seated leg raise with light resistance. The problem walking doesn't solve. After 65, hip flexors and quadriceps weaken quickly. These two muscle groups determine how fast you can stand up from a chair. When they're weak, you lose control and increase fall risk. How to do it? Sit on a sturdy chair, back straight. Slowly lift your right leg until parallel to the floor. Hold 3 seconds. Lower slowly for 3 seconds. Do 8 to 10 reps, then switch legs. Progression. After 2 weeks, you can add 0.5 to 1 kilogram ankle weights. Science says unilateral training fixes muscle imbalances, something 73% of adults over 65 have without knowing it. Reward. Easier stair climbing, more stable turns while walking. Medal number 3. Modified squat to chair. Improved sit to stand. Why it's better than walking? Walking mainly works the quads and calves, but doesn't activate hamstrings, glutes, and core, the groups that stabilize the knees and hips. How to do it? Stand in front of a chair, feet hip-width apart. Push your hips back like you're closing a door with your hips. Lower for 3 seconds, just touch the chair, don't sit. Stand up in 2 seconds using your heels. Start with 5 reps. Goal: 12 reps per day. Common mistake: don't sit down fully, the muscles shut off. You must keep tension the entire time. Science says repeating this pattern rewires motor cortex pathways, reducing shakiness when standing, a major predictor of fall risk. Reward: you'll notice getting up from the sofa becomes easier in just 10 days. Medal number 4. Standing heel raise with balance. Calf raise plus balance hold. Why this exercise shocks geriatric specialists? Calf strength equals independence. Calf muscle strength is the best predictor of whether an older adult will maintain independent living over the next 10 years. How to do it? Stand behind a chair. Raise up on your toes as high as possible. Hold 3 seconds, eyes looking forward, not at your feet. Lower slowly 3 seconds. Why looking forward matters? It activates the vestibular system, the brain and inner ear system that controls balance. Progression. When you can do 15 reps easily, try raising on one leg. Science says this: holding balance for 3 to 5 seconds increases gray matter in the brain regions responsible for movement and spatial awareness. Reward: steadier stepping down curbs, safer bathroom movement, easier turns while walking. Medal number 5. Bird Dog Hold, Advanced Stability Version. The upgraded Bird Dog Hold. This is why it's better than walking. One exercise simultaneously improves core stability, balance, spatial awareness, spinal health, cellular longevity. How to do it? Start on hands and knees. Raise right arm and left leg in a straight line. Hold 5 seconds, keeping hips from rotating. Switch sides, 4 reps per side. Advance progression. Week 2. Hold 8 seconds. Week 3. Add small 2 to 3 centimeters pulses while holding. Science says MRI studies show adults over 65 who practice bird dog regularly increase brain volume, protecting against neuroaging. Alternatives if knees hurt. Wall bird dog. Stand facing a wall and touch opposite hand and foot to the wall. Seated marching bird dog. Sit in a chair and raise opposite arm and leg together. Reward: reduced back pain, confidence stepping out of a car,
safer getting out of bed without losing balance. Golden notes for seniors after 60. You don't need perfection, just slow and correct. Time under tension matters more than reps. 5 minutes a day, greater than 1 hour a week. And the best part? You don't need to change your life, stop walking, or get equipment. You simply add 5 minutes of the right exercises. That's how you extend mobility longevity and maintain independence every single day.
And as you begin to feel your breathing settle after each movement, you'll realize that the most important part isn't which exercise is the strongest. It's the moment you believe your body still has the ability to change. There's a feeling that's hard to describe when you stand up from a chair, place your hands on the wall, lift your heels high, and hold your balance for those first 3 seconds. That's when you understand that strength after 60 doesn't come from youth. It comes from consistency. Science calls it neuroplasticity, but you'll feel it in simpler ways. Every day, little by little, your body remembers how to stand steady, how to step confidently, and how to use your muscles at the right moment. You don't need to be fast. You just need to start today. Because every movement you've just learned doesn't only train muscles, it rebuilds a confidence you may have lost years ago. And from that moment, the moment you feel your body come back, even for just a few seconds, a new confidence begins to form. You'll realize you're not aging in the way people often say. Maybe you don't run fast anymore. Maybe you don't carry heavy bags like you used to, but you are still capable, still independent, still able to take care of yourself. Many people who watch this video have shared that they once feared falling, felt their knees growing weak, or couldn't balance on one leg. But after a few weeks, they clearly felt the change. They slept better, walked more confidently, and felt mentally brighter. This is the part few people talk about. Physical strength brings emotional strength. You start to believe you still have many years ahead, years filled with stability, freedom, and ease in every step you take. And once that confidence begins to grow, the best thing you can do is keep it growing a little more each day. If you've watched this far, leave a simple comment. I'm starting today. Just 3 words, but they are a small commitment to your own body. You don't have to change everything at once. Just 5 minutes, only 5 minutes, before breakfast, after your tea, or before bed. These small habits create big strength over time. Don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with a friend, a family member, or anyone over 60 who you think could use more strength, balance, and confidence. If you want to continue your journey toward fall prevention, independence, and longevity exercises, watch the video appearing beside this one. See you there. Keep going.